Hello everyone and welcome into yet another live stream. Hi. Give me a second, I need to set everything up properly. Hi there. Hi Remco, hi Italian Mappa, hi Comedian, hi there Revamp, hi. I first should start with the coffee, I do believe. Hi the Frida as well. Hi, welcome. Okay. Hi the Reblax. We're making a beautiful presentation for Talk on Thursday. What kind of talk? And also, let's... I'm taking a brief break from Cookie Clicker because we need to get to work. The Quaternions video can wait as well. First, this is the most important thing. Someone mentioned Remco here. Yeah, Remco's the first comment. Okay. Okay, hi there. How you doing, Remco? Yes, well, okay. Just joined in, stay silent. Honestly.
It was loading.
Kids these days.
I didn't even know I loaded in.
Hi there.
Hello.
How's it going for you?
I am doing quantum field theory and I'm loving my life. This stuff is amazing. And I know Reblox would hate this stuff, so it makes it even better.
That's very, very cack kind of energy when you join on stream and like shit talk Reblax in front of him.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm doing it. But what's the point about shit talking someone when they're not there?
I respect it. I respect that mindset.
Yeah, except this is not topological and this is very hand waving and this is not mathematically rigorous. It's the physics kind of quantum field theory. Can we ban this guy?
mods ban him. Ban the you mathematicians. I don't know. I'm having fun. The recently, as I was doing the research on quaternions, I found the hilarious paper with. I swear, these mathematicians will use everything other than the metric system. A sphere's worth of spherical coordinates, honestly. Unbelievable. Sorry, a sphere's worth of unit vectors.
You sent that screenshot like 15 times and I still love it.
I sent it once, first of all, okay?
You sent it twice at least.
No, I sent it once, but I did mention it on stream 15 times. Because it's funny. I find it comical that mathematicians would unironically say that. Oh yeah, with complex numbers you have a circle's worth, with quaternions you have a sphere's worth.
Yeah, I don't see the problem.
G cares. Mods make him do physics. You should feature Remco more in vids. I should, I know, it's not my fault Remco doesn't want to.
What do you mean? I want to.
I asked you on 3 separate occasions if you'd like to make a video with me. It's like I made it on the flame.
Are you sure you didn't ask Reblux instead of me?
No, I am sure I asked you.
I don't remember this.
Well, you were drunk probably. No wonder you don't remember. Well, I mean, I asked both Reblux as you.
Good point.
You were probably just drunk. It's just live chat. I already did. Don't worry. I already did. Soon I'll be making a video about the Schrodingers, so that will also be important. Fucking Timon keeps like getting me started on these side quests.
You're like #1 supplier. What can you do about it?
No, because Timon just started me on 2 different big videos, which is making the process of working on normal videos that much more difficult. Hello, purple guy that's near Make It. Yes, comedian, this is the man behind the slaughter on the voice channel with me. We're talking about the most random subject. What do you mean? We would never.
We will talk about probability theory, so you are kind of right.
Absolutely not.
No.
No, I'm too busy walking in circles for 3 hours, just yelling into the sky. Why doesn't this work? That's my plan for the day.
Don't touch anything. I see strings.
No, not that kind of strings. No, sorry.
No. Oh.
No, it's the other kind of strings.
Clapped up for a second.
The neuron activation.
That was the wrong kind of strings. Oh no.
Neuron activation. Hold on, what am I doing here?
How's it going with you?
How is what?
I've been off the grid, so how's it going with you?
It is going,
how's life?
certainly. It is.
Yeah, but
Life
which
certainly
way?
is.
Like forward or backwards?
It's
It's stabilizing?
I am. Therefore, I
are.
think I'm pretty certain that was the main quote. And
Hmm.
with the IEEE, I said that. Hold on, I need to find the equation.
Yeah, this is why the friends are all depressed and without motivation to live.
That's what coffee is for, or alcohol, or weed. Honestly, take your pick. There's plenty of,
Whiskey?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we all need to be quirky in our ways. I need to find something more specific because I'm feeling like such a basic bitch with the caffeine. You've got whiskey. That's like good. That shows personality. No, that shows the character.
I have an idea. Take the best of both worlds, just combine them. Get your Irish coffee.
No, I need something something personal,
No.
something like my, like a house had Vicodin. I need that. I need make it Vicodin. And Adderall, once again, that's just too basic.
Hey, so I've got a great video idea where you just make your own alcohol and try not to die.
Okay, no. I thought about it, except I obviously wouldn't make alcohol. Like, if you look up amphetamine, right, on Wikipedia, then over there in chemistry, you do just have synthesis. You do just have this. And there we go. Congrats. I can make amphetamine, right? The problem is,
Right.
like, the question of would it be legal to do it on video? That has been my problem for months. I was black tar heroin. That's tempting, you see. Drug abuse. I would never abuse drugs. I love drugs.
I'm sure it's fine.
By the way, did you know in French the common response to "how's it going" is "it's going"? Yeah, I would expect nothing less from the French. I would expect nothing less. The same people who fucking created René Descartes. You already smoke meth, no? No, that's Remco.
I smoke meth.
Yeah, you set it on fire.
Oh yeah.
Make it, we need to cook. Oh, I'm the Jesse. You know what? Fine, whatever. I'm not. Actually, that's kind of valid. Because okay, here's the thing. There are 6 different methods. I am really easily sidetracked. I might actually need some Adderall, considering how easily sidetracked I am.
Which what are you going to do right now?
Well, right now I was planning to work on the video, hopefully maybe try even finishing it on stream.
All right. Close this tab. Close the other tab as well if you don't need it.
but that's amphetamine.
Close it.
I'm gonna. There we go. It's gone.
You get it on your second monitor.
No, it's gone. It's fine. It's gone. It's fine. It's all good. Oh no! Wait. The reason why? No. Hold on. The good I didn't close it because I actually needed this. I needed this one. That's why I opened Wikipedia in the first place. This equation right here. There we go. That's what I was looking for. This is the equation for.
Equation.
Oh, that's the equation for like the IEEE standard for floating point. So when in C you do a data type of a double, this is like, well, because my taskbar is broken. This is how the processor calculates the floating point, what number it's actually supposed to be. And I need to create my own unholy abomination of this using just 16 bits. First of all, disregard the sign 1 plus sum of I to 12. B12, because it's going backwards, 2 to the negative I, so it's just fractions. Okay, that makes sense.
The sign of what?
Oh, this confused me as well. This really fucking confused me. This is just the value. No, this is the first bit. So like if it's a 0, you multiply it by a 1 because negative 1 to the 0th power, that's 1. And if it's a 1,
that
yeah.
makes sense.
But,
so it stores the sign
exactly,
in
yeah.
a bit.
Yeah. The first, that's why the first bit is a sign. Like that's how it's. But it's
smart.
It stumped me for like solid 30 seconds actually longer than like 3 minutes or something on the
Holy
last stream.
shit, he was thinking for 30 seconds in a row.
This is difficult stuff. I mean, okay, thinking for 30 seconds might not be a lot, but like thinking for 30 seconds about what does the sign mean, it literally says what it means, like right above it. That's a bit worse for... Okay, so the basic idea will be, I did make some pretty gosh dang good scripts and whatnot for this. And right now what I'll need to do is add another number. Alright. It's pronounced René Descartes. It's not... Okay, I don't want to say I don't care, because that's not true. I care to pronounce it incorrectly, out of spite.
I love the written text saying how it's supposed to be pronounced, because I would still mispronounce it.
There we go. I like how whoever joins in on stream just joins in into this mindset of bullying everyone who's off stream. Just like a single hive mind.
We are bullying people?
Yeah, obviously. Hold on, that's wrong. Okay. 16 bits, that's all I have to work with. Which means what we'll have to do, well, what I'll have to do.
The first one is a sign.
No, I'm disregarding the sign, because the sign will take up too much information.
17 bits.
No, because I'm trying to keep it... Okay, 17 bits, but it will be a lot, because... Okay, you don't understand the situation I'm in. The reason why I'm doing it is because I'm going like over different ways to store numbers, and I've set up this script right here, which basically goes over every single combination of bits, and then for each one creates a dot. And so this shows you like the distribution. This shows you what kinds of numbers you can save. So right here I have a system in which the first bit is the sign, the next 9 bits are the numerator, and the 6 ones are the denominator. So you divide the 9 by the 6. Does that make sense so far? So here's you have the sign, then the next 9 bits are the top numbers, and then the 6 ones are the numbers you divide them by. And then every single dot here represents a different value that this equals to. Once you read that number.
That's kind of cool.
I know, I really like this visualization. And the reason why I can't add the extra bit is because right now, this is 65,536 dots. If I add an extra bit, that's just gonna double the amount. And Blender is already struggling with this many. For some reason. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you might want to do 15 bits and then 1 sign.
Yeah, exactly. But then that takes up a bit... but then I'm worried that that will take up a bit too much, and I won't get the shape exactly pronounced. So this distribution is in lines because every single time... I can actually show it to you really quickly. This is surprisingly cool. But basically, once you reach 65... Or, yeah, I defined x divided by 0 as 0, don't judge me. You have 1 divided by 1, so you get this dot right here. Then as you increase the number again, you have 1 divided by 2, which means now it's a half. You have 1 divided by 3, which means now it's 1/3, and so on and so forth. The number decreases until the bottom number gets completely filled. Like so. There we go. It decreases, it gets completely filled, and then it jumps higher, and all of a sudden you have 2 divided by 1, which means now the number's 2. And as such, it keeps decreasing till it jumps the bit, gets higher and higher and higher, like so. And yeah, I know, I am
so
incredibly skilled, talented, all of the above for making this happen. The only problem is that right now I need to completely chuck this into the garbage and make a new one.
I love that you divide 0 by 0. That's amazing point.
Yeah, I did define x divided by 0 as 0, because why not? My idea number 2 was to define it as x divided by 0 is equal to 2x, because then the loss of data would be smaller. But I don't know, maybe leave that for a future video.
I can't believe Reblox is shitting on me for doing physics while you're
Yeah,
just...
I mean... My thing isn't even war crime. This is just like illogical. I don't even have a valid argument. Like whenever you know physicists or chemists can run maths, there is some argument there. I can't speak for physics because you know better than me. But like in chemistry, when you just assume that there is an infinite amount of ions, well, there is a reason there. That reason is you want to change discrete energy levels into continuous bands. Like that's the logical reason. In this case, I don't even have that. I just defined x divided by 0 as 0 because why not? It has to be something, might as well be a number.
I am all in for it. I think we should just make it a universal rule. Something divided by 0 is 0.
Just hold on, because I'm thinking right now. What am I doing? What am I doing in life? Oh yeah, I'm a YouTuber. Ew.
Yeah.
Too deep. Hold on. Was I? Yes, right. Animation. Okay, so right here I divided it into two numbers, the 4-digit number and the 8-digit number. Now, what we'll want to do is we'll want to bring the... Maybe I should give it some more power to the exponents. No, we're keeping it. Now what we want to do is we want to bring the 8-digit number. I'm an idiot. I can do 5 and 11. Well, I know, but still, instead of my eureka moment, instead of urethra, whatever that Greek guy yelled, that's my version. I can do 5 and 11. 9, 11 is a bit outside my range because I don't like to repeat myself. But yeah, this is good. This is good. Then just move this to the left.
I'm ignoring that on purpose, don't worry.
Which one? To the left or 911?
Both.
Alright. Of course. And this. Clear keyframes. Oh my goodness, no, are they talking about mathematics? Sorry for the late appearance, I had to give a speech from my entire class on why it's not good to emotionally manipulate middle schoolers into carrying your backpack. Inadequate, Doug. I don't want to be too rough on you, but I'm just saying you could be wrong. Like, morality is subjective, you know? For what one man may consider bad, it could be good to the other, you know? I'm just saying.
Wait, I'm confused. Am I part of this discussion or is this a monologue?
It's in the chat.
Oh, I don't read that. I'm below that.
Just say I'm below that.
Yes.
I love the let them eat cake, except you also want to self-deprecate. It's not I'm above you peasants, I'm below you peasants.
Yeah.
Never heard it from that perspective.
I'm not even gonna explain myself. That would ruin the whole moment.
Since when is Remco so bitchy? That's not a bitchy. That's sass.
You know what? If you want me bitchy, you can get me bitchy.
I do love the idea of you having don't talk to me until I had my whiskey mug though.
No, but for real.
Or you know the saying is 5 o'clock somewhere. That except
yeah, that's why it's always whiskey time.
Yeah, that's except it's 8 o'clock somewhere. It's referring to 8 a.m. Like we're not even lying to ourselves at this point. Alcoholics Anonymous. I'm very proud about what I do. Okay, there we go.
Inadequate.
Now, let's color them in separately. The left part will be the exponent, the right part. What color is an exponent, Remco?
If it isn't yellow, I'm...
You are correct. You are correct, it is yellow. It is. I'm glad.
Great.
I was honestly about to kill you. I'm sorry. It just had to be done. I was about to, okay? But you've proven yourself a reasonable man, so I'll respect it.
So close to salvation. I don't know why it would be yellow, but I just like
It is
the
yellow,
entire
yeah,
Euler
it is.
exponent thing, I would say yellow. Like, I don't know why I think it's yellow. It just is. What about the logarithm, though?
A logarithm? Oh my god, I've never thought about the color of those. I forgot that logarithms exist. They're so neglected.
Yeah. Give them some attention. Give them a color.
I think, honestly, logarithm would be purple violetish. That's because when you have a hue circle, each 33 degrees from another one would be that equivalent version of the operation. So yellow exponent. No, blue roots, that doesn't fit. Doesn't fit at all. Ew. Never mind. That's just wrong. That was incorrect.
I would
Incoherent
like to
babbling.
say I was thinking about blue. And not for that particular reason, it just gives me blue vibes.
Logarithm, maybe, I suppose.
Because Smurfs and they logarithms make things small.
The fuck did you just say to me? You see, when you said I don't have a reason, you could have just left it there. You didn't have to keep going.
I just had to make a reason on spot, and I think I made a great one.
Because Smurfs. Okay, hold on. What am I doing? Oh, yeah, right.
I think Fairblocks would be proud of me.
Should we start complaining about English now? They don't
I
exist.
do on a daily basis.
Why is this so far? Wait, what is going on? Oh, fudge sticks. Okay. Okay.
Actually, I think we should give logarithms the rainbow spectrum.
No, they don't deserve it.
Yeah, but they're like spiraling up when you get different branches. So technically, you can just get any color.
Yeah, but I mean, so everything spirals up if you use it incorrectly enough. So do exponents.
No, I mean, no. Exponents, like, for the same input, you don't have different outputs? Well, actually, they do. Fuck.
Yeah.
No, do they? No, they don't.
For the same
Only
input.
logarithms do.
Have you ever heard of this little thing called Euler's formula?
Yeah, you can add to pi, but then you're changing the input.
Oh, you mean for a single input multiple?
Yeah, for the same input, you have different outputs because you can just choose a different branch.
I think. Oh, hold on. My autism isn't hypercharged for this enough yet.
Ah, sorry, we'll get back to trains in a second.
No, I'm no, I'm thinking about this right now. Hold on. So, for a single input, I mean, okay, it wouldn't make sense to go the other way because obviously the reason why logarithms can have multiple outputs for a single input is precisely because it's like an inverse of the exponents.
No, I would say it's the other way around. It's because the exponent is an inverse of the logarithm.
What is the fucking difference there? Oh, actually, subtraction isn't the opposite to addition. Addition is actually the opposite of subtraction.
Yeah.
You're spending too much time with mathematicians. that was harsh. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. That was really hard.
Blocks to comment on this.
Mathematicians would agree it goes both ways. I don't know. No, because it's just Remco. That's not. That's beyond. That's philosophers at this point.
I mean, if you really think about it, and I say this without any alcohol, physics is just metaphysics but applied. I should have gotten alcohol to not say stupid stuff like this.
Make it exponents are the opposite of logarithms. But what is the difference between saying, listen, if A is the opposite of B, then B is the opposite of A, unless you're dealing with some funky, just schizophrenic stuff, which we're not right now. Okay. Remco keeps me convinced that mathematicians are a different breed of people. I mean, he's not wrong exactly. Have you ever had like Reblax? Have you ever seen Reblax talk about stuff. Like this man is basically what happens when you let society ruin a person.
I don't.
We have a
Actually, I would like to argue that not only society ruined him as a person, but he also participated himself in doing so.
No, this is society. Hold on, because I need to open up my proof because I am a scientist. And the reflex is exactly. I am a scientist, so I will not proceed without proof. So allow me to use my proof. This is Reblax's mind. This is what Reblax's thinking looks like.
This is rather organized, I would say.
Is it?
Yeah.
You know what the system is on this whiteboard when we run out of space? We just move things randomly until we get space. That is the opposite of organized.
I would say that's a very logical and instinctive way of doing things. I mean, you can't remove it because you can't lose data, so erasing is a no-go. I have more questions about the graph because that shows the through psychological horrors that live in his head.
Wait, which graph?
Like the one with the arrows, something? The diamond? No.
Oh, this one right here.
Yeah.
Oh, this is for determinants. Determinants, yeah. That was a starting point, if I'm not mistaken. Before the rest, explaining matrix and whatever.
I'm
not gonna lie, some of my sheets of paper is for Mavluk wasn't that. I would expect nothing less. Listen, Batman, I say exponents are the opposite of logarithms, and no one but tonight. Okay, it doesn't matter. Hold on, I'm trying to. Okay, power. Oh, would you look at that? Actually, I already had power saved with this color. You are correct. You were so correct, in fact, that I already had it saved.
I was more correct than you ever thought.
That's not me cherry picking. That's you genuinely giving the correct answer. Lucky you. Otherwise, I would have killed you. I'm not afraid to admit that. I would have. That's not nothing on you. Nothing. Well, it would have been extremely personal, slow, painful death. But you know,
that's the fun part. That's even more fun. Quick and fast is that. What was making a meme out of himself?
My Franglish on my mouth sheets. For the 5 people who are schizotistic enough to understand that reference, that would be really funny.
I am not one of them.
You are not. Yeah. There's like, by the way, when I say 5 people, I don't mean on the stream. I mean like my entire community. Okay, now, why isn't the power shader? Oh yeah, that's why, that makes sense. Oh, that's a bit much. That's a bit much. Right, that makes sense, because we don't want the index anymore. We just want this. Now, the other one will be the basis. Remco's not good enough to... if he's lacking the schizo of the autism. What are you lacking, Remco? The schizo autism?
I'm lacking something. I was lacking attention for a second.
No, actually, Remco doesn't strike me as a schizotistic. I think Remco is just an alcoholic. One day we're gonna have an avatar who masters them all, who is mentally ill, an alcoholic, and I know, fuck, Flame actually seems pretty healthy, all things considered.
Yeah, Flame is not a real scientist.
Flame is doing too well. Not a real scientist. Really, yeah, something's off there. Actually, like, gets up in the morning excited for the day. Just Flame is the after in the before and after picture. That is the server. In fact, we're like, so we bind operator where next to other things, we combination elements, valid operation. Theo, let's just pretend I understood what you just said. Yeah, whatever. Good. I agree. Power 2. Let's make it red. There we go. Neat. Wait, where am I rendering this even? 7:30. That's correct. Render animation. Or actually, at the very least. Structure actually useful. Oh no, not the category, not the category. I so want to be done with this video already. I was so excited for it, but now I'm just... Well, now I'm back from being excited. Back to Duru. Here's an eternal being of pure information. That is true, that's true. I said of an operation, nothing else, but your eyes to cry about it. Wait, magma? What? Isn't 95% of mathematics just set of an operation if you're just using set theory?
Why do we want to use set theory?
I like set theory. I like set theory because you can just pretend that everything is a set of an operation. Your car is actually a set of an operation if you consider all its parts a set and the movement of the car as the operation. Congratulations.
How do I ban make it?
I do like though the set of an operation thing because it really is so mind-numbingly, idiotically general. It tells you nothing and I love it. Okay, this is Dem's rendering. What's next in the script? Oh, that book. Well, divide our number into two parts. The exponent part and the non-exponent part. I don't remember what it's called, good enough. Also, whoops. Oh, that makes... There we go. Now I should be back. Am I back?
You're gone.
Yeah, I was wondering why I was disconnecting. I was connected to French servers. That makes sense. Now I'm connected to Slovakians, if I'm not mistaken. Okay.
Properly back.
So, the way it goes is the these are all just numbers. You add together to the negative ice power, which means we're going backwards. Okay, starting at 1. Wait, 0. No, wait, -1. I sometimes forget that -1 is different from 1. Okay, -1, and it just keeps going. Which means inverses of 2 all the way down. Okay, and then the exponent is divided in 2 to allow it to also be negative. Which means... Oh, fuck me.
I'll pass.
Damn it. I was so hopeful. Always the bridesmaid, never the groom.
Maybe one day you will catch the flowers.
No, that's what everyone says.
Yeah, it's to give you hope.
Make it work in a field with 2 elements without knowing it. Piss off. Piss off with your finite fields. I know damn well that I'm working in a field with 2 elements. And those elements are the sex I had with your mother and the sex I had your father. So there we go. That's it. done. Owned, now time to get back to work. Sum of all of these. Negative.
So Roblox is your child.
That's not how it works, you see. That's not how where kids
Depends on
come
the
from.
timing.
Well, yeah, but it's not like two people, two people come together, you have sex with both of them and you create them a child. That's not really how biology functions.
Good point.
However,
It depends if you're the father or the mother.
that sounds like such a vile threat. Just getting a couple together. I'm gonna make you a child is a vile threat.
Yeah, it's also one where you might end up in the harassment jail.
The damn object that can people's relations with your mum. I'm not drunk enough for this. I'm really not. No sex with me. Maybe Anthony Catman. We'll see.
Technically, if you're able to say I'm not drunk enough, then you are by definition not drunk enough.
That is true. Yeah, that's the whatever opposite of a paradox would be.
That is
As clear as it can be. That's empirical evidence. Science at its finest.
I applied it for you.
I like it's your own version of I think therefore I am.
Yeah. That's my daily or weekly amount of philosophy. You're welcome.
I can say I'm not drunk enough, therefore I'm not drunk enough. I can say therefore I'm not drunk enough. Slap that on a t-shirt. Okay. The expand part and the non-expand part. We'll bring the red from 2 to the negative 1 power up to whatever that would be. This always screws me up in indexing at 0 and 1 interchangeably. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Negative 11. Does that make sense? It should, I think. Up to 2 to the negative 11. Okay, first we need the top one to be, well, the side one, not the top one.
Wait, this is amazing.
Thank you.
I can just cancel the integral and the derivative and everything is fine.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes with derivatives and integrals. Concept quaternions. 3 of 4 axes are ducks, the 4th is a geese. Congrats, you've solved the mathematics.
He is not ready for Forex yet.
So imagining it in like a room full of businessmen with Theo giving like a room in the offices of big mathematics and Theo giving like a presentation to different people in suits. Make it you're over 13 and under 30, right? I'm over 18, yes. Under 30, I don't know. That feels like too much of a giveaway.
You can just say yes, because at any age, that statement applies. Because he isn't asking or the mathematical or. He's asking and.
Remco, you really need to drink more alcohol, because if he was asking or, then yes, that would apply. Yeah, it's the other way around.
I just read half the sentence and then I just say yes. This is me doing mathematics. That's why it struggled so much.
That's just borderline computer science. Make it as a baby with a very deep voice. Well, don't just sell me out there, Roblox. Come on. I told you that in confidence.
Very deep voice. He's got voice changers.
Yeah.
Like 60.
16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in depth. Have you all seen the Minecraft movie, by the way?
Nope, and I'm still planning to.
I tried today, but it's beaten me after 8 minutes. I'm gonna give it another try in the future.
Fair to say, I watched it and then I also stopped after like at most 5 minutes.
I got to 8. That was like I needed a break afterwards, and yeah, I'll need some time. This is some difficult media to swallow, you know. On this really. Sometimes artists just create these pieces of art that are just a bit too demanding on the viewer. I thought it would work. At least we know he is between 18 and 30 now. Well, if you do, then good for you.
You would admit to being 4 years
I am
old, so
now we
information.
can add that to the list of things you all know about me. Along the fact that my age is a prime number, that I am either 29, I'm either 27 or 21 years old, and I was born in, well, I don't remember the list, but there is a list of different months I've been born at. Time and compiled.
I think you were born in Poland.
No, this is surprising, guys. You'll be surprised. I think you might just be bad at swallowing. I take offense to that. I take great pride in my. You know what? Actually, my legal counsel has advised me not to elaborate on that. You know, it's just you believe what you believe. Who am I to say?
Me as part of the legal counsel will conduct experiments soon. We'll come back to you.
No, this is bad for business. If the information that I'm bad at swallowing gets out, then people won't pay me quite as much.
Don't worry, we're working on the statement.
Head of Mocabians. What are Mocabians? No idea.
Wait, so I don't like taking. It's not working as I want it to work. Why does the math for math?
If you can place boy group members on any on the stage, that's not a boy group. That's an Albanian boy group. Piss off. I don't like groups. They confuse me. They confuse me a lot. They feel like functional programming, and I don't appreciate it.
Groups?
I don't
like
care.
groups.
I don't care for them.
Groups is like the easy version of rings.
In what universe? Applied universe, probably.
Well, in the universe where you just have one operation instead of two.
No, I don't like
Rings
them.
are literally an extension of groups. Where they were like groups? Am I wrong? No, that's how we did it in Algebra.
I mean, you probably. I mean, you're probably right. I just don't know. That's hence why I'm asking.
Yeah, no.
I'm not questioning your knowledge. This is like that word was kind of like asking to elaborate, kind of.
Don't
word.
worry, I'm questioning my own knowledge. Like rings were invented when they were like, yeah, what if group, but we also have multiplication. And then we had rings. And then we had modules. And then we had categories.
And then on the fourth day, there were categories.
Yeah, and then we had this stupid thing Robots won't stop about. How was it called again? The monoids or something. And then we're just going.
I don't like them because groups give me bad memories to functional programming and just hate it.
Groups are nice.
How long
Groups
will
are
you?
essential.
How long will you do this? Like, it's like 798 days. What you want to go to? 1,000? I don't know. I'm gonna keep going until someone stops me. That is a threat.
In 80 years, we'll still be here.
Yeah. It's silly to stop the streak at 798, isn't it? What
Perhaps
are you?
silly, but a wise decision.
What are you planning to do on 800? I already mentioned we're gonna play Doom Eternal on the toughest difficulty, and for each death I'm gonna donate to charity because I hate myself and my finances.
How much did you ended up donating last time?
$150 something. Hold on, I need to make myself some more coffee. Give me. Oh, piss. Hinton, what do you get? Other day, other end, deeper in debt. Don't call me, cause I can go. I owe my soul to the store.
This is how it sounds without the voice changers. No, he's the one possessing, don't worry. Oh. Wait. Reblox, are you still here?
Whatever has been possessed. Like literal days or how many streams you have done? Days, both actually, comedian. They are basically every single day I stream, and I actually have streamed more than the days because sometimes I stream twice a day. You can actually go on my. Hold on, let me show you. Let me show you. My water is boiling, so I might as well.
Are you angry? At who are you angry?
Wait, what? Alright, there we go. Here is all them streams. Okay, I'm gonna pause the water because it's finished boiling.
Reblox, do you have time if I, to answer a question I have? Because I'm confused about the notation.
I do have to say though that singing this song with all 800 days slowly scrolling in the background is quite a vibe.
That's a lot of Minecraft.
You haven't seen half of it.
That is factually correct, yes.
Actually, more than half. You haven't seen most of it because you didn't rewatch my streams, do you?
Actually, all of them. I watched them like 3 times. Where do you think all your views are coming from?
all of them are you. You know what's funny? If you go to the older streams, like really old ones, they have like 13 views, 19, 15. All of these are still here on the low views. I find it hilarious. People don't realize, and that was, by the way, streams day 200 and stuff, okay? Days 200 had this few views. Y'all don't realize how long it took me before there was anyone watching my channel.
That is impressive that you...
Yeah.
What? That's impressive that you kept just streaming.
Or mental illness,
It's
whatever
not
you
a
want to call
compliment.
it. Whatever you want to call it.
Or mental illness.
Yeah. Back then, jeez, electronic streams, those were also a while. It was a lot. Impressive or psychotic? Oh, both! A gay or European, did you know? Always an option. -1 up to 2 to -11. Then what we do?
I'm still sad those strings aren't strings.
What? Did you drink the philosophy juice again?
Technically yes. It's energy drink.
Hey, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Exactly. In a minute, probably.
Is it illegal to make amphetamine?
He settled on the ID. I think you already did it a couple times at home, and you're just checking if you
Don't say
can
it. Don't
show
say it. Don't say it on the public live stream. Don't say it. Don't, just shut up.
He definitely did it at home.
Shush. I'm correcting your words. Criminals innovating and up. There's a whole article about me. For legal reasons. That's a joke, Europol, okay? I am joshing. I am just joshing around. How can you get a license for making this?
By being a YouTuber, surely.
I mean, maybe. No. That's hear me out. There has to be like a.
Hear me out. Proceeds not to talk.
That is very, very make it about to cook amphetamine moment. Hear me out.
I'm hearing.
Go silent. I am struggling to understand if they're talking about illegal amphetamine or illegal, because like it seems like they're talking about illegal one, but there was the analysis from the European Monitoring Center for Drugs and Drug Addiction and the European Union Agency for Law Enforcement Cooperation covers the supply chain from production to trafficking, distribution and use. It also details the process, materials and criminals actors involved at different stages and levels of the market. Europe is a major global producer of amphetamine alongside the Middle East. Amphetamine use is also concentrated in these regions. Are you talking about, what do you mean global producer of amphetamine? You're describing it as if you're describing
It's
legal
probably-
business, but
I feel like they're doing that on purpose. Oh, Reblox, I posted it in the physics channel. I didn't dare to go to your channel, but I also kind of talked it.
you still want to have the ability to just mute Reblax, don't you?
I mean, I technically can do it in his channel as well, but I
Oh
feel
yeah,
bad.
you can. I forgot you got the globe spanning.
I am almighty now. I was confused where the constant term is coming from, but I also wasn't really. I forgot that I can just swap the integral and the derivative, and that's a minor mistake, but also one that a mathematician would not immediately do as well.
I am.
Measure theory be like.
I'm trying to figure out if. First of all, why are we cracking down on the production of amphetamine? I don't mean to be like methamphetamine. Sure, go for it, crack down on it. That's fine. But amphetamine, come on. The guy can't even cook up some good fucking Adderall without 1984 coming in like, oh no, actually it's illegal. I didn't realize we were living in a nanny state. What is amphetamine? It's basically Adderall.
That was your FBI agent. Don't answer that.
I haven't done anything illegal recently, okay? And that is my statement. I haven't, okay? So it's fine. You hear the sirens in the background, actually. Fucking hell, they're fast.
Misspoke once, and there you go. Feels nice knowing you. I'll keep up the streams, don't worry.
That's like with Al Capone, where they nailed him on tax evasion. They just need one thing to stick. That's it.
Is that easy? Wait, this is amazing.
Okay, now what? Now what?
This is amazing. Derivatives of the propagator in quantum field theory are related to the momentum and energy. Up to first order, I should add.
Thank goodness you added that, because you almost lied to me.
I mean, no, I didn't. If I'm talking math, it's always up to first order in age. Sometimes I just even ignore the age.
You did not just say that.
Set it equal to 1.
This.
Or 8 bar, technically.
Is it?
Don't like the 2 pi. That is because the propagator is the wave function. Oh, that makes sense.
What could I...
I mean, one way to find out whether it's legal or not, you can just do it and then you will find out eventually whether it's legal or not.
Brilliant. Thank you, Remco.
They call me a problem solver.
You're like Saul Goodman.
That's how I do my stuff. Drinking and driving? Surely it's not illegal. I will find out.
I'm thinking, what... Are there any, like, psychedelics that you can legally make? There's alcohol, I guess. That's boring.
Depends. You can add like nice cocktails and stuff.
Where can you guys actually see this chat? Oh, that's simple. I can see it on my second screen, and Remco just doesn't care.
Chat? Which chat?
Remco doesn't even know he's on stream right now.
Stream? Which stream? It's on my third screen.
I can't get in trouble for looking up illegal drugs, can I? I mean, what I'm doing right now is literally trying to stay within the law. I am trying to be a good law-abiding citizen.
The FBI agent is watching already, so who cares?
Yeah, whatever, America's far away. Drugs are legal in Europe. I'm curious.
Alright, if he disconnects, that's the end of him.
Common medication, not the opposite.
This is a good question to ask, because if you ask it the other way around, which you coincidentally still got links for, it's actually the only thing you're getting links for.
Yeah, it's actually quite difficult. We're gonna have to go Wikipedia decriminalizing. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to look at that in policies, but we would like a specific to the region, because Eastern Europe won't have most of them decriminalized. So
that Italian mapper, Maker did reveal his age, and it's in one of the first 100 live streams.
Maker's have revealed his age. I did slip up once. I can tell you that much, Italian map. I did slip up once, yeah. I did once, on one occasion, shared my age without intending to. And if you figure it out, I will be so fucking impressed. If you somehow manage to figure that out, I will be... Hats off to you. But I don't think anyone can figure that out. That's why I sleep soundly at night, because I know no one will figure this out.
It's in the first 100 live streams. I believe in you, Italian mapper. You can do it.
Where did you get the information that it's in the first 100 streams?
Was it 150?
It was early on, that is true. Funny enough, you can reconstruct Make's face from the side views in these videos. Actually, you can't.
You can also just ask him nicely.
Yeah, you can also ask me nicely. It will be almost as effective. I'm so sad.
The answer will still be no.
Policies by country. Okay, there we go. That's tempting. The planet isn't fucking even listed in your... Bullshit. Czech Republic. I would need to go to like another country to do it. And then I couldn't get it back because that would be drug trafficking. Bullshit.
Wait.
It's awful.
Since when is Coca-Cola in plans?
Since when is Coca-Cola? You know.
I thought they sold out the bottles.
Where do you think these bottles come from? The Coke trees. Duh.
Ah. Wait, that's genius.
I know make its
They
age.
just milk them trees.
I know make its age simply by induction. Well, I know it by conduction. So take that, liberal.
I run a program and it was something like this. You know what? I wanted to reply after Rebecca saying that. That word scares me. Co-induction.
I know your
Or
age by your
conduction.
reduction. Well, I actually don't know my age. Take that.
It was found on the streets.
Damn it, though.
Or
Why
the
is it
fact
so
wolves.
difficult to make drugs? Why is it so difficult to make drugs? Legally, I should specify. Legally. Because that's the goal, right? Want to make it? If I want to make it in the video, I need to do it legally. Because otherwise, the video gets taken down. What's the point then?
Comedian, why are you not including the boundaries?
Also, 122. I would like a citation on that.
Go for it.
Can't you make meth in Canada? Well, yeah, well, but I'm not fucking Canadian, am I? Also, I don't know if you can make meth in Canada. I have no idea. Why would I know?
I'm not fucking Canadian is the most ironic thing I heard today.
Well,
That
I mean,
whole
you know,
sentence is
after
just a void.
yeah, but I mean, after watching J-Rage or some of his videos, then I wouldn't mind fucking a Canadian. I mean, being Canadian.
Huh?
What did I say?
Huh?
What happened? What were we talking about? Oh yeah, right. We're talking about the binaries, right? Yes. Yeah. Okay. There we go. So, how was your day, Remco? You
My
think?
day? Wait, hold up. Comedian is assuming time is continuous?
Comedian is
That is
assuming
a
that my
slip up.
age is a real number. A lot of assumptions.
Yeah, complex. You're probably the geese from the Orktonians.
Yeah. There we go. Now I can quote Reblax quoting me. Perfect.
I was waiting for someone else to do it.
He is hot though. I'm just saying. You all just hate me for speaking out the truth.
Are you talking about Reblax or Jerk?
There's a
Drek.
I don't know.
Drek.
Is there a difference? I thought. Whatever.
I think Roblox would be hot as well.
Yeah. All of y'all are hot. No, for a fact. Did you know the instrument harmonica got this name because if you blow hard enough into it, it starts to hurt. That's
Where are you getting these chats from?
from Theo, of course.
Oh, I see. I was on top chat, so it was missing half the messages. Some people got ignored.
Yeah, they top chat ignores the spiciest ones.
Theo, you were entirely ignored. I haven't seen you once this entire stream.
Because Theo's comments are usually pretty spicy.
But not spicy enough to be in top chat, apparently.
Give back to. I think that says more about
There's
your
a
blow game.
difference.
Get back to. This will mean us switching from this system into this one. And now, fiddlesticks. Now you thought I was gonna say something else, didn't you? Well, shame on you for ever doubting me, you mortals. Now, what I need to do is I need to change up this distribution into one where this is how the binary is read. It's gonna be fun. Oh, piss. Oh, piss. Okay, so okay. This is how I made the animation, right? Pretty self-explanatory, I do believe. Now all I need to do is just add this in there.
I believe in you.
Yeah, that's all I can do. How difficult could it possibly be? Where is the... Okay, I think this is it, right here. Join geometry, there we go. Now we do a switch. Perfect. The only problem is we also want to add this right here, if I'm not mistaken. And I could be totally mistaken. Coin flip. There we go, that's great. Wait, do we want to add all of them? Oh, we want to add all of them. Well, fine, whatever. And then the other one will be this right here. Perfect-ish. Almost good. B minus. Honestly though, if anyone has got any idea on like what kinds of drugs I could make legally, I'll be glad to hear.
You can have weed plants.
Legally.
Yeah.
Your
I
Dutch
can have
privilege is showing.
I can have up to 5 of them.
Yeah, your Dutch privilege is really showing.
Privilege. Privilege. Huh. As if. But you do sound like the kind of person that would actually have the minimum of 5 and also the maximum of 5.
Listen.
You would actually be the kind of person that if you get like pulled up by the police and they find wheat in your pockets and they actually have to weigh it, it would be the exact amount that is legal, like up to the milligram.
I do have to say that if I were a criminal, I would probably be the Raymond Reddington kind. So yeah.
I'll just pretend I understand that.
Yeah, kind
Good
of
story.
surprisingly niche, even though the series is pretty good. I would recommend Blacklist. It's pretty good.
Blacklist. Reminds me of Death Note.
It's kind of, in a way, I guess you could make the argument.
I didn't watch either.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell. Alright, now all we need to do is move all of this in the corner along with the camera. So we want it to be actually tied to where the camera is, not tied to where the object is, which shouldn't be too difficult, he said, lying to himself, because...
Because...
No, that's wrong. Oh, fuck, it's all going in there. I mean, it's fine. I didn't mean it. It's fine. It's chill. Whatever. Okay, right here we need the top to move it down. Okay, that's not bad. Now what's next? This, the equal sign. I don't know what I just disconnected. Whoops. Finally back home with plenty of alcohol in my fridge. I respect it.
Why do you... What? In the fridge?
Yeah, I mean, depending on the alcohol, it's, you know, you want to keep it chilly. I get it.
Yeah, sorry, I was thinking in terms of whiskey.
No other kind of alcohol matters.
You don't put whiskey in the fridge. You put cold stuff in the whiskey. But not ice cubes, because you don't want to spoil your whiskey.
Yeah, cold rocks.
Yeah, the little cubes. I have them, obviously. I haven't used them yet, unfortunately.
No one has. I know 3 different people who have them, and I've never seen them use them once.
Once I win the Nobel Prize, you and I are going to have whiskey with the icy cubes.
Oh no. No. I'm gonna make ice cubes out of whiskey, and then put the ice cubes out of whiskey into whiskey. The proper way.
Hold up, I'm having an existential crisis on why I never thought about that before.
That's because it's a bitch to freeze alcohol. That's actually the reason why it's not done, usually. The only reason I know of, a while back ago, I was talking with someone who knows a lot about alcohol, and they told me that the only reason why people actually use water and not alcohol is because, like, the actual alcohol is really difficult to freeze. And fun fact,
Okay.
I was once visiting someone, or with someone in their apartment where they just lived there temporarily. They went for like a vacation sort of thing, and their freezer was so mighty and powerful it actually froze over vodka.
Oh.
Which is quite a mighty task. That was a normal freezer. Because alcohol has a very low freezing point. Yeah, exactly.
All of the Roblox is mansplaining physics to me. Activity of the day. Wait, what is the boiling point of whiskey though? Or not, I mean of alcohol.
Alcohol?
Also not the boiling point, I mean the freezing point.
Oh, freezing point. Let's check. Freezing point of alcohol. Negative 120. Pure ethanol, negative 114. But that's pure ethanol. I imagine with stuff. Let's check whiskey. Why are we pussyfooting around?
27? Minus 27, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Not even the freezer at work will get that low.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was wild.
I need my liquid nitrogen for this.
Whiskey, -20.
Ooh,
Manageable.
it's not that bad.
Yeah, kind of manageable.
I love that the Fahrenheit scale was just based on whiskey. That's funny.
That was made by actual physicists. Now it makes me question Celsius. Actually, what's the point? Make it. What is your live stream schedule? That's simple. I don't have one. I just stream every day. That is the rule. Oh yeah, right. I forgot. So this, then rotation. There we go. Here's to hoping. Let's see. Did I do it correctly? Absolutely not. Great.
It's okay, just pretend it's correct.
No, I need it to be actually correct. Not pretend correct. I got the maths wrong. Is this the reason why it's not correct? Okay. Is this the reason why it's not correct? Always remember, kids, when something doesn't work, just randomly plug it in and out until it does.
This has the same vibe as if your printer doesn't work, just punch it.
Yeah, that's exactly. There we go. See? Told you it would work eventually. Randomly plug it in and out. Perfect. That system has never failed me, not once. There we go. Now we have the text in the corner no matter where our camera lies, which is exactly what we needed. That's because now we can move the camera. Then further away, like so. Perchance we won't have a sign, which means we might as well move it to the right to only look at the positive, to only look at the bright side of life. Perfection. Now with everything else, we also have the switch. I am good at what I do. I am honestly phenomenal at what I do. Because now we also have this switch right here, using which we can switch between the two systems. Perfect. So we're gonna start with this one. We're gonna render to 370. And that render will switch these dots from being the dots they are right now into the other dots. What is making? I am making the same thing as I have been making for quite a while. The dots representing what the different binary systems mean. And for that, we need to right here amend the code. How? Well, that should be simple. This is the code that currently generates our position. Now for the new code, we will not want this. Instead, what we'll want is bit shift the number 11 digits to the right, then so exponent will be equal to mathfloor I times I divided by 2 to the 11th power, 11 digits to the right, and then the base will be equal to I minus exponent times 2 to the 11th power. And then base to the power of exponent should be our thing. Let's see.
What are we seeing?
Holy shit. I don't know if it worked or not. That
Who
doesn't...
is immoral? The name.
What for 3 man?
That doesn't actually seem like it worked. Seems a bit low. Damn it. Oh, it could be because I need to turn this off first. And now it seems even more broken. Okay. Alright, alright. These all seem to be on the same height, which shouldn't actually happen.
I am going to wish you a fun stream because I'm gonna go cook some dinner now.
Alright, bye. Have fun. Bon appetit.
Thank you. Good luck with everything.
Yep,
Ciao, ciao.
thanks. See ya.
Bye, Chad. I feel so powerful saying that.
Alrighty then. You ever tried coding in Scratch? It's great. Not really. I'm more of a C kind of guy myself. Oh, Reblax leaves right as Remco leaves. I see what's happening. Bye, Reblax, bye. Have a good one. Because I need to figure out why this isn't working. So let us think. Why wouldn't it work? The thing is... Damn it, damn it, damn it! Exponent Google math floor I to the 11th, and then we subtract this from it. That should be it. Unless I'm crazy. Oh my goodness. Oh, right. First of all, we don't want the... Oh, yeah. We don't want the binary number that way. Right. Oh, piss. That's difficult. Okay, so what we actually want is we want... Damn it. That's gonna be a tad more rough. That's because what we actually want is the number to be... Yeah, it's shoots off to infinity. That makes sense. The base has to be different. That's because from the exponent, first of all, we subtract... From the exponent, we subtract... How much do we subtract? How much do we subtract? We subtract 2 to the 5th divided by 2 minus 1, which means... 15. Yes. Then base we do differently. And actually what we do is for each binary digit, so which is divided by 16, 2 to the 16th. I think so. Divide by 2 to the 16th. Or actually 11th. Yes. Now if we run it, then we got an error on line 78. 0.0 cannot be raised to a negative power. That makes sense. That makes absolute and complete sense. That makes sense. That does make sense. 0 cannot be raised. So if we raise it to this, if base is greater than 0, else we're just gonna define division by 0 as 0 once again, because it's easier that way. Run it. Now we didn't get an error. And now that looks a fair bit lot more proper, doesn't it? Okay, great, we've got the dots. Now as you can see, they are way more reasonable, I would say. Yeah, I think that is more accurate. They also look misaligned from the top, which is even better. Well, then there we go. Right here we set this to 1, this one to 0. Right here we set this one to 1, this one to 0. And now we have the dots moving. Keep in mind we don't have the sign. We got rid of the sign, but in return we got a lot more dots. And we render. Make it you are glitching on my end. Oh, I hope it is on your end, because otherwise the stream would be crashing. There we go, ish. I think at the very least. It's really quickly breaking them, and that's great. Alright now. Alright. What's next? We need to interpret what this means. And then the next and last chapter of the video, which we might as well actually start working on right now, now I think about it, yeah. What are you animating? It gets just exhausting to explain over and over, so eventually, just wait for the video at this point. You'll see. You will see soon. You know what? I'll let it cook for a second. I will be right back. Just back in a jiffy. Give me a second. Okay, I'm almost back. Oh damn it, why did most people leave the stream? Don't think I can't see the statistics, because I very much can. Oh, you little kiddos. Hi, the flag. Hi, how you doing? I'm back with some network issue. Oh, I see. Well, glad you're back then. Why the heck do you have make it orbs? There's a lot of context, okay? You're busy, a lot of context here. Now, here's the thing. What we should do now is the lastly of an animation for this video. Which will be what? That's because I get around that I can do as well. So here's get the signature secret. That's how the image is saved in your PC. So for that we need the blender, we need the files, we need the string images and so on, or the data, open it up. Make it gone Ultra Instinct. Finally! Jeez. Well, actually this is Super Saiyan God Blue, but I mean close enough. He's going for a quick BTS cookie clicker. I'm not playing cookie clicker today, okay? I'm not. Right here, however, what we will need is we'll need some kind of floor in order for it to look right. And so allow me to get some... What kind of floor should we use? Is this good? Let me see. Yeah, not bad. I like it. This is color variation 2. I don't know if I like this variation actually that much. First of all, this is just incorrect. I'm gonna plug in the scale. Yeah, I think I prefer this one. There we go. Now let's add some... That's someone, yeah. Some occurs where removal will happen. Would it be black and white? But I suppose no, as there's also colors. That's that stems from you asking the wrong kind of question. You see, asking what would happen if all colors were removed, you're asking that question for a high point of abstraction, which means, first of all, you assume that colors are real. So what do you mean by all colors are removed? Do you mean like the human eye wouldn't be able to distinguish between different wavelengths? Like so? Do you mean that all light would be of the same wavelength? What kind of all colors were removed? Which scenario are we talking about? Because if the human eye wouldn't be able to differentiate different wavelengths, that's simple. It would be just black and white, because we would just, you know, only see light intensity, which means yes, it would be black and white. However, if you're talking about all light being of the same wavelength, then that would basically blow up the entire universe kind of instantly, because the electromagnetic interaction would completely change the way it works. So that's the answer. Nothing would exist is a tempting way to call it, but I think a more accurate would be a massive chain reaction of sorts. Like, the rules of chemistry changing basically with a snap. Of chemistry, kind of nuclear physics as well. Everything with charge, basically. Constant extra ratio doesn't same vision do. How do you explain colors? Well, that's simple. That's not difficult. You just explain them as what they are. Your interpretation of the different wavelengths. Unless you mean like, you know, extraterrestrial on with lower technology, in which case you can't, unfortunately. There are limits. Binary can as well. So here's where we get the second question video. How much images saved in PC? This one will be a difficult to make, but I mean, we'll manage. How would I do it? How would I do it? I would do it by deleting this, adding a cube, geometry nodes, new string, not value string to curves, fill curve, extrude mesh. What's the weather like in Poland? How would I know? You're asking me as if I ever leave my place. Have you been grinding for 790 days straight? Aren't you tired? Stop it, get some rest. I am tired. Just because I'm tired though doesn't mean I should stop. There we go. Transform. There we go. Now all I need to do is join strings, delimiter being enter. Does that work? No, it doesn't. Good. That's great. Well, we can do it the other way as well. I suppose that's fine. We can do it by repeat zone. Repeat zone like so. Join geometry at the end. This right here. This right here. Now what? String, a slice string. Length, sweet lovely. For each index we add 1 to the y for each repetition. Sorry, we add, subtract 1. Yes, and we start it right here actually. Now we can do it this way. Why does 20 degrees Celsius feel so hot? I have no idea. You're asking me about different kinds of physics from what I normally used to. Okay. How's the other render going, by the way? A mess! That's what I like to see. But it looks like the right kind of mess, so that's good at the very least. How would I explain this? Love you, make it. Thank you, Cashman. Thank you. Make it. How many countries have you been to? I don't keep count. At a certain age, you just stop caring about this sort of stuff. All the kinds of data as well. So what we like to do, actually, is random. value, integer, right here position. Invalid link, of course it's an invalid link. Of course it's an invalid link. However, we can do it in a way that will make it semi-random by creating a complicated... You talk like you are 90. People have told me that before, yeah. We need to create our own randomness function, which will be tricky. It will certainly be tricky, but not exactly impossible. Okay. Let's go with it then. Yeah, position is great. We want to pick a random one between 0 and 20, let's just say. Is 20 fine? 20 is fine. 30, 40, 37, 34, 34. 0 and 20, 34, okay. Alright. We could always take this. Take the index. That obviously will be our start. Then take the index, cosine. Cosine of a division of this plus 10,000, 1 plus 10,000, cosine this number will give us a number between -1 and 1, to which we add 1 in order to make it 0 and 2, which we divide by 2 in order to make it 0 to 1, which we then multiply by 34, and then we take this, we plug it in right here. Damn it! Would you look at that? I did my maths incorrectly. The only question is, why did I make the mistake? Well, that's a pretty simple question to answer, isn't it? Have you used a small angle approximation? I don't know. I have no idea. F of x is equal to 1 divided by x cosine of that. This is what we want. As x gets smaller, I'm an idiot. Oh, of course I'm an idiot. And we want to move it in here. In a range of between -0.5, -0.1 to 0.1. Okay. So that's what you want, which means we want to divide that number by the maximum of 8. Right. Divide by 8, now we have 0 and 1. Into that we subtract 0.5. And add... Subtract 0.5, and then divide by 5. Correct? They all start with 1, which, if I'm not mistaken, is actually pure chance. There we go. Random numbers, everyone! Isn't that great? That was fairly simple. Oh gosh darn it, oh geez, oh dagnabbit. I'm sorry, I was checking Discord for a second. Okay, perfect. Which means that now all we need to do is just have them appear left to right, with the maximum width being 28. Which means we take... That's a good question, how do we do this? How do you check in the index for all of them? Start with 0, so right here we're gonna have an integer. Which will tell us how many of them have... how many of them want to show. Now, we check if the number is greater than... Oh, that should be simple. We check if the number is less than this. Actually, no, we just subtract index. Ah, damn it, why am I struggling so much with this? Why am I struggling so much? Let me have a think. So many want to show. This plus this. Subtract. Okay. So basically show this many. This works on all of them right now. Correct. Subtract from it. This multiplied by 28. Bloody brilliant. The only difference is that we want to clump it between 28. Would you look at that? Isn't that phenomenal? 0 to however many there are maximum. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? I'm bloody brilliant. There we go. This is purely for vanity's sake, by the way. That's the only reason why I'm doing this. It's gonna look nice in the end. How long is each frame taking here? 22 seconds, jeez. How many with strings? And you can say, okay, so yeah, render this. That should be enough. Okay, there we go. There we go. We have stuff rendering now. So, everyone. How are you doing? It's cool as you can go into calculus before anyone else. How are you liking it so far? A lot of people despise calculus, which I don't never truly understood. Seemed just fine. Okay. Now that this is rendering in the background, we can do something else in the foreground. Maybe finish the script of the video. This system into this one. I can stop rendering this, I guess, at 360. We don't need the full... Oh, never mind, we're actually almost done here. Yeah, might as well render them. What's happening here? That's curious. Is that a lot of division by 0? Or actually, no, wait. 0 to the negative power. That would check out? I suppose that makes sense, yeah, once it falls low enough. No, because then we'd actually expect... Oh, which numbers would be 0 to negative power? Right here, these dots. There we go. We still have our zeros to the negative power, that makes sense. Right here, this is empty, because we're bringing in, if I am not mistaken, numbers between 0 and 1 to the negative power, hence why they grow. And then right here we have numbers between 0 and 1, which are to the positive power, which is why they are always below 1. Or at least fingers crossed that that is a 1, because otherwise I did something incorrectly. Okay. Shrink. So it's not necessary anymore. Another thing I should do probably is on the website actually. On the website, I should set up a way to... That's not what I meant at all. Make it .wtf. There we go. I should set up a way to make a custom pie chart. Because I already have the basis going, if I remember correctly. We did set it up, if I'm not mistaken. Donation scraper, not quite. Progress renting temp website, if I'm not mistaken. Is that it? Seems like it would be it. Update chart data with new data. Is that the one? Let's see. Update chart data. yes. Is it gonna delete the pie chart if I do this? Full data length is not a... yeah, okay, that makes sense. Wait, full data length is not a function. Is that really not how it's done? Was it len? Length is not a function. Hi, the ninja. Hi. Is it just dot length? Dot length, cheese. I should respect it honestly. Finally, you have a variable and you have a thing that gives a variable. That's nice. Okay, now new data will be just the new data that we're putting in there, and then data I is equal to new data. Now, what is the new data supposed to look like? That is the question. Hi, the Draco the Dragon. Welcome. What's happening? Difficult to explain. A bit of a long story, you know. How is it going, Ninja, by the way? How you doing? Full data name. So for each name, okay. Full data names are the labels. Full data amounts are the amounts. Now new data will be the same as full data, except this is rough. Because if we can only change the amounts, that won't really make much sense. Let's try it though, just for the sake of experimenting. Test data. And let's change the first one to 1000, because why not? See if that does anything. Test data. Piss off. Test data gives back undefined. Great! Alrighty then. Find the chart. Dot data. Dot datasets 0. Show me what you got. Are you making a game or just some fun coding? I am making an animation in the background. Well, two of them, to be completely honest. One of them just finished rendering. And and to be more productive, I'm trying to fix up my website a fair bit as I'm rendering, in order to, you know... to keep up the productivity. It's a website that tracks all the charity donations we've done over the course of these streams, and I want to make it so that people can customize the chart. So that's what I'm doing. The only problem is that chart dataset is undefined. Well, that is most certainly curious, isn't it? Most certainly indeed. The chart has this, dot data, let's see. Dot data has something, that's great. Dot data sets. It is an array indeed. Alright. 0th element in that array. Oh, now you walk. JavaScript, I'm sorry. The same exact command didn't work until it did. I'm gonna lose my marbles. What is the difference between the two? Am I really losing it? This one didn't work. You know what? No, I can't even. I can't even with JavaScript. You're making marbles. Yes, my making marbles. Okay, now if we update the chart using test data, and now if we run it, nothing changed. Good, that's great. Everyone here knows the difference between V and W. Yeah, they are different letters. You're welcome. No need to thank me, comedian. I am somewhat of a linguist myself. A side hustle. Long story. Okay, cool, great. Let's try to fix it then. If we print this, we get the array, which is great. Now, 0th element in that array should be the number 1. It is. Sweet, lovely, fantastic. So now if we change this from a 1 to a 10, nothing changed, which is correct. That's because the chart.update. That's what we need to run, correct? Yes, it did change. It was subtle, now less so, but it did in fact changed. Good, alright, so individually it works. But only individually. Oh, it didn't work because I'm a big fat idiot who just, with a smooth brain, who just couldn't, damn it! I'm an idiot. Yeah, of course, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm a big dum-dum, that's what I am. That's because I'm such an idiot. I am so silly. Update chart data, new data, amounts. Not new data, test data. Okay, now I can't excuse that by me being an idiot. This is something is wrong. Let me think. Full data names, that's correct. Amounts. Amounts, we get the amounts. The reason why it doesn't work is because that's my code. That's the reason. Usually any other code works than mine. If it only wasn't mine, it would be all perfectly fine. How's this doing? This is doing well. Okay, great. Test data. Okay, let's think about it slowly. If I do it separately, so if I do the chart data sets dataset 0 dot data 0 is equal to test data amounts 0, run this. Okay, the chart update. That works. Well, you see, that's curious because it works separately. It doesn't work inside the function though. Do I need to give it the chart object? Is that what I need to give it? The reason why I dislike JavaScript number 789. Curious. Curious. Is that function just non-existent? That wouldn't make much sense either. So it seems to be working separately just fine. It seems to struggle though when I try to put it in into the function. Data set, new data. Let's do test data. Amounts. It didn't work. Well, that's most curious because right here. Is that the reason? Now it works, okay. I did full data.length. So does that have to be new data amounts? Even though, oh, full data, I am, oh, so dumb. That is the reason why it didn't work, isn't it? Ay. I'm curious to why it didn't error, but I mean, okay, that's good. That's good. Good stuff. Good stuff. Test data. Actually, not amounts, only length. There we go. Because we want to do test data amounts right here. Run it. And it worked. Yeah. Okay. There, now we have a function which can update the chart and give it new amounts, which is good. That's because right now we can reorganize. Ideally, we'd like to not only change the data, the amounts, data, but we also like to change the labels as well, because we don't know what the new labels will be like. Which means the chart, do I need to do the whole charade with, I don't, thank you so much. Data sets 0. Meta background color or dot data. However, does the dot data include labels? It does in fact not. Okay. What about this? Meta. It doesn't really have anything either. Background color, well, we don't really care for that much. These are just the looped colors that we use right here, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, let's go back to datasets. In the datasets, we have just one. That seems to check out. Dot data. Labels! Would you look at that? Found it. These are the labels, and we would also like to change them as well. Which means new data. Amount. Dot length, right here. And that will be the new thing. Then the chart dot labels I is equal to new data labels I, and right here we want it to be amounts. Simple as it could be. And now let's change the first donation from being Caleb with a 1000. Let's change it to Caleb with an L and a 3 instead. There we go. Now let's do update chart data, test data. Don't save it. That's not what I meant. Run. New data.amount is undefined. Wow, it's quite a pickle. New data.amount. Where do we have new data.amount? We have new data length, which is the input we're putting in there. What language is that? That's JavaScript. New data.amount is undefined. 137 you say, right here. I don't mean to be that guy, but there is no new data.amount. I don't mean to be that guy. Amounts. I don't change the notation mid. New data.labels is undefined. I am gonna lose it. It's names. The child labels is undefined. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Is it the child data labels? Let me guess. Of course it is. It would be idiotic for it to just be data labels. Alright. That's not what I meant. I meant this. It worked! Would you look at that? We can update the chart with a single command now. Great. Great. Alright, that's enough for now, I would say. We've done a fair bit of a quick update in the meantime, which means now we can get back to working on the video with this. Well, we need to wait for it to render anyway. Oh, my back just cracked like crazy. Where are the guys with the blue wrenches? They left, both Remco and Reblax. Don't you remember the whole leaving ceremony? Oh, we'll need to change the way the value works as well, actually. Right. Shucks, I should have actually rendered that in... Oh, damn it. Nah, whatever, we can render it next, it's fine. Okay. You all know what? I think I'm feeling a bit better. Or at the very least, good enough. So I'm gonna go now, finish this video, work on the website as well. And for now, I suppose that'll be it. Thank you everyone so much for watching. And have a great day. Bye.